In a season where every roster move feels like a playoff domino and every decision whispers the urgency of January football, the Green Bay Packers made a move this week that hit with the weight of a postseason headline. It is the kind of storyline that shapes locker rooms, tests front offices, and reveals what a franchise truly values as the rivalry with Chicago awaits on Sunday. The return of Jayden Reed from injured reserve brought a renewed spark to Green Bay, a surge of anticipation as the young playmaker stepped back into the fold. But with that excitement came a stunning reality check. To activate Reed, the Packers parted ways with Malik Heath, a receiver who had spent 3 seasons building trust inside the building and among fans. For many, it felt like a shocking cut. For the Packers, it was the inevitable crunch of a roster suddenly overflowing with healthy, ascending talent. Some fans hoped the story wasn't over, imagining Heath quietly clearing waivers and slipping back into the practice squad. But in the NFL, opportunities move fast. By Monday, the Atlanta Falcons made their intentions clear, claiming Heath off waivers and giving him a chance to contribute immediately, something ESPN's Adam Schefter broke as confirmation of a new chapter. And in many ways, Heath couldn't have landed in a better situation. Atlanta's receiver room has leaned heavily on Drake London and Darnell Mooney, and with London nursing a PCL sprain from Week 11, the Falcons needed depth that could contribute now. Heath brings exactly that. Green Bay knew his value on special teams, but his receiving numbers matter too. 6 receptions for 86 yards this season may seem modest, yet across his first 2 seasons he stacked 25 catches, 222 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Remarkable efficiency for an undrafted player climbing through one of the league's most competitive WR rooms. That very competition was on full display in Sunday's 28-21 win over the Bears. Christian Watson, less than a year removed from ACL surgery, looked every bit like a true WR1. Reed returned with explosive rhythm, pushing for 53 total yards across limited touches. Bo Melton delivered one of the game's signature moments with a 45-yard score, and though Romeo Doubs, Matthew Golden, and Savion Williams didn't make the stat sheet pop, their presence alone shows how deep and dangerous Green Bay's arsenal has become. In that context, the tough decision becomes clearer. The Packers didn't move on from Malik Heath because he failed. They moved on because the roster is finally everything they hoped it would be. Young, healthy, fast, and stacked with interchangeable weapons. Sometimes the business of football forces choices that the heart resists, but if there is a silver lining, and there is, it's this. Heath now has an opportunity to play meaningful snaps in Atlanta, to carve out a hybrid role as a receiver, blocker, and special teams contributor. Players with that versatility don't fade from the league. They grow into long-term pieces. And if he proves himself over these final games, there's every reason to believe he'll remain a Falcon in 2026 and beyond. A move that benefits both sides, a moment that defines the stretch run, and a storyline that reminds us how fast fortunes shift in the National Football League. If you want to dive deeper into stories like this and stay ahead of every twist in the season, join the discussion in the comments and follow the channel for more reports, analysis, and insider perspectives. Your voice is part of the conversation. Be heard.